Welcome, Leo, to my channel. My name is Robin and this is AriesFireTarot. I'm just getting ready to do love readings for the end of February, or end of January, sorry, and moving into February. I'll do a singles reading first and a couples reading after that. So, and these are general readings, everybody. If you do want a one-on-one dedicated for you reading, send me an email at AriesFireTarot@gmail.com and I'll book you in. Otherwise, take what resonates for you and leave the rest because it's meant for another viewer on my channel. Okay, so I'm shuffling the Gilded Tarot deck to do your love general readings with. And I actually have something on my tarot altar that I need to move because he's not feng shui enough for me. There we go. All right, so I feel like that's good, you guys. We'll get the reading going and we're gonna do Leo singles first. So here we go, top card for you guys. The Two of Wands. So it looks like you are planning on getting into a relationship, or you're just starting one. Did I just say the same thing twice? Yeah, that's really nice. Anyway, and now I'm rhyming. So it looks like with the Two of Wands and you're facing a bit of a path there. Honestly, I think some of you have been single for quite some time and it's been deliberate because there's been somebody on your mind that nobody else can hold a candle to, basically. I think you've had somebody on your mind. I'm seeing years for some of you, and you really, really loved that person, and you're just not, you haven't let them go. And I think you've been waiting for something to change so that they would come back to you. And that's where this journey is, like these paths. So I think you've decided to walk down the path of maybe getting over that person or getting them back. Interesting. My first take on it was that you were just, okay, I'm done, I'm gonna move along. But I think some of you are gonna go after that person. Very, very interesting. So the next card I pulled for you guys is the Page of Cups. So when you see pages, they're basically the messenger of the tarot. And when you see cups, it's related to emotions. So you've got some sort of message coming in and it's related to very happy news. And it could be, I think some of you are gonna meet somebody through a family member. Let's keep pulling some cards here for you Leo singles. The next card I have for you guys is the Empress. And the Empress is like this divine female universal love. Like she embraces everybody. Like it's like getting a hug from the universe when you see the Empress. She's very intuitive. She wants you to use your intuition. Like if you're deciding on what you think you should do. With the Two of Wands, if you can't decide, like, well, should I pursue that person one more time or should I just give up and go the other way? Like, what is your intuition telling you? What is your heart telling you? So the Empress, she would like you to probably meditate on what to do. Guys, like praying is speaking to God and meditation is listening, whatever God is for you, right? So some of your most brilliant insights can come from taking quiet time in the form of meditation. So if you're having a hard time deciding still what to do next, the Empress invites you to go into your heart and seek the answers there. Interesting. I've got the Five of Cups here for you single Leos, that you're really still, you're hung up on that person from your past. I think it was a really like a grand love on your part anyway. And you're still, this just so connects with the Two of Wands for me right now. So you can see on one side of this depressed character in the card here, that he's got some spilled cups here, cups being emotion, right? So something didn't work out the way they wanted, but if you look behind them, you can see there's some full cups there. So there's definitely, you can either look at the past and try and resurrect it, or you can look at the new opportunity, which brings us back to the Two of Wands. So I really see some of you are still deliberating on what would be best for your future. But with the Empress, you already know what to do. Like if you want that person and they're available to you, if you want them, you're going to have to do something about it, you know, because they're not getting your psychic messages. I see some of you sort of sitting there like, oh my God, I hope they text me tonight. Or, you know, maybe they'll see me on Facebook, or maybe I'll bump into them at that party. But honestly, I mean, the universe does its best to help us out, but the universe is pretty busy. So really, if you want to reconnect with that person from your past and you're dead serious about it, do something, you know, like stop waiting for somebody else to make the first move, because it doesn't always happen like that. There could be two people going, oh, I wish that I would hear from them, but what is wishing doing for you? Really? You know, honestly. So the first thing to do is to figure out basically which direction you want to go in, through a meditative state or asking friends, or they might tell you, man, aren't you a little tired of that nonsense? But it's your life and it has to make sense to you, right? So right now I am shuffling the Romance Oracle Angel cards for you guys. I'm going to pull a card. And then I'm going to find the complete guidance in the book. So I'll actually pull the card, and then I think I'll do a pause so I can find that page for you guys. And I'm just going to, I looked at it. I didn't want to do that. I'll shuffle one more time. And I'm going to take the bottom card. Interesting. Okay. So I got the engagement card. So hold on, I think I should be able to find this quite quickly. This book is actually alphabetical, not like a lot of other books. So I'll show you guys the card. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Congratulations. This card signals pending nuptials, beginning with a romantic engagement. Even if you're not presently in a relationship, the romance angels can see one upon your horizon. Mind equal blown, your horizon in this card. Woo! I got goosebumps, y'all. All y'all. This card comes to you as reassurance specifically so that you'll choose to release any worries, whether you'll get married, because you will. Deep romantic love, page turn, hold on, in which you will feel treasured is in the cards for you. Nice little pun, thank you. The deeper meaning of this card relates to commitment. First, you commit to taking care of yourself. You establish boundaries about what you will and won't accept in your relationships and in other areas of your life, such as career, home, lifestyle, and so on. Next, you honor your self-commitment by taking decisive action and telling others how you truthfully feel about their behavior. As you commit to yourself, the universe sends you additional experience of loving commitment, including the promise of marriage. Well, isn't that nice? That's a great card to wrap all this up. So hope you enjoyed your love reading. Leo singles, let me know in the comments down below. Love hearing from you guys. I'm going to go on pause and shuffle the deck for the couples. Bye. Hey Leo couples, so either you are the Leo in a relationship or you're a cross watcher, which means you want advice on the Leo. So welcome to all of you watching right now. I did some shuffling while I was waiting for the video to save, so I'll do one more quick shuffle. I'm using the Gilded Tarot deck once again for these readings, and I'm ready to go. So here we go, Leo couples. The High Priestess. So the High Priestess is a sign of somebody possibly floating above everything and not really paying attention to what's going on around them. This person is quite ethereal in their appearance, and they're having a really good time, but it feels to me that they're doing it rather at the expense of somebody else. Don't forget about your partner, Leo. You know, it's great to take charge of everything and sort of, you know, do the planning, but you have to consider your partner. That's what I'm seeing with this card, is like you're oblivious. Like you're sort of stepping on your partner's feelings, and you might not even be aware of it. So maybe start asking some questions. Hey, do you want to go here, instead of we're going here? Do you know what I mean? If you change the words around in the sentence that is the same question, it gives the impression that your partner's opinion matters. Just saying. Okay, so the next card I have for you guys is the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is somebody that is very like gentle and warm and loving. A lot of people, they associate this card with being spineless. I think some of you think that if you do the things that you want to do to be a romantic partner, your friends, and I see this more for male Leos than female Leos, your friends might call you, here we go with this phrase, pussy whipped, which is not cool, because at the end of the day, I don't think you're going home to your friends. Like, I think you're going home to your partner. You're spending more time with your partner than your friends. And if that's the kind of friends you have, I don't know. I mean, that's not cool. Yeah, so I think a lot of your motivation is, ooh, selfish. Sorry. I think you want to be seen a certain way by people, but it's hurting your partner's feelings. So I've got the Ace of Cups here, which is a sign from the universe that you've got something new coming in, a new beginning. Some of you could be trying to conceive a child. Some of you could be expecting a child. You could be taking the steps right now to make a doctor's appointment because you might think that you have conceived a child. Or it could just be a new chapter in your romantic life, because honestly, what I'm seeing here with the High Priestess and the King of Cups, that needs to be reshaped a little bit, saying. And then we have the Judgment card. So the Judgment card related to this reading, it's like, I think you've actually, some of you might have been spoken to by your partner about their feelings, and you might kind of be blowing them off because you prefer, I'm seeing this a lot with the boys, in favor of boys' night, but like you have some sort of inkling that it might be annoying your partner, but you're kind of sweeping it under the carpet as they like to nag you, instead of taking responsibility for how your treatment. I mean, this could obviously be women too. I mean, I'm just seeing a certain sort of level of selfishness from the Leo person in this relationship. So I think you guys definitely have something to aspire to as far as your relationship. And if you really honestly don't like the words I'm saying right now, I'm sorry. This is just what the cards are saying to me. The Judgment card is telling me that you might want to start behaving in a way that is more befitting of your home life as opposed to your social life, right? Maybe you already have children at home and they'd like to see you a little bit more. Because I know that Leos are very, very social creatures, right? So I think that can get misprioritized for some. So what I'm doing right now is I'm shuffling the Romance Angel Oracle cards to see if we can get you a little bit more guidance here. I'm not trying to pick on anybody, you guys. I mean, it's just life. I mean, sometimes this happens. Sometimes we get sort of swept up in our own lives, you know, and we kind of shift our priorities to ourselves, you know. But if you're in a relationship, that doesn't really, that's not fair, you know. Let's just say, like, if it was happening to you, right? I'm gonna stop lecturing because, you know, I'm the tarot card reader, not the psychoanalyst. If you're still here, thank you. A lot of people just jump off the video of like, oh, what a bitch. So the card I pulled for you guys is, it is safe for you to love. So open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Interesting card. Let me just find the really detailed information on this card here. Okay, just a sec. Page 47, and I'll show you guys the card. All right, so here's the card here. It's like this Victorian age. It's strange of a card. This card indicates that you're protecting your heart from hurt because of painful relationship experiences. However, the angels can only bring as much romance as you'll allow inside. If you have a shield around your heart, how is love to get in? A closed heart repels the sensitive partner you're trying to attract. Following your inner guidance will protect you and simultaneously allow you to feel loved and loving. Trust your intuitive senses with respect to other people's trustworthiness, and open your heart to those who are kind and gentle. Ask the angels to bring caring individuals, including a romantic partner, into your life, and they'll do so, provided that you listen and follow their guidance. So I think that's a really interesting card related to what I was just saying in this reading here. I think some of you are sort of being that standoffish with your partner, whether you guys are already married or you're dating, you're living together. I think you are kind of blocking them out a little bit with the High Priestess, possibly because you were really injured in a prior relationship. So I think you're afraid of your feelings right now, and you're kind of hiding them under the King of Cups energy. But I mean, this, with the Ace of Cups, it just really feels like a really huge love. Honestly, and if you kind of don't snap out of it a little bit, like, you know, something's gonna happen with the Judgment card. That sounded threatening. I didn't mean it to sound like that. It's just, you know, it could just be an argument. But if you really want to be with somebody, you kind of have to forget what happened in the past, right? It's not your current partner's fault that you had a bad breakup or a bad relationship, or you got used, or your heart got broken. I mean, everybody's got a sad story, right? Why don't you talk to your partner about it? Like, I'm having a hard time expressing my feelings because blah. You know, and then just get it, because this card is saying it's safe for you to love. You've got the Ace of Cups, which is a huge amount of love. Your partner just wants to love you. All you have to do is allow them. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope this was helpful, if a little bit babbling, but you guys, let me know in the comments if this resonated with you at all. You can send me an email if you'd rather, if you don't want to make a public comment. I get that. So I respond to all social media. So anyway, I'll wrap it up there. Take care, you guys, and stay super blessed. Bye.